From radio psychiatry to coffee shop confessions, Frasier charmed the world with its sharp wit and unforgettable characters. But what happened to the stars behind Seattle's most sophisticated sitcom? Join us as we revisit the beloved cast of Frasier then and now, see how they've changed, where their careers took them, and discover the untold stories behind the scenes. Kelsey Grammar portrayed Dr. Frasier Crane in Frasier, 1993 to 2004, when he was 38 years old. Frasier is a refined and intelligent psychiatrist who hosts a radio show in Seattle, navigating the complexities of family, friendship, and romance with wit and neurotic charm. The character originally appeared in Cheers before becoming the centerpiece of his own series. After Frasier, Grammar continued to work prolifically in television and film, taking on roles in Boss, The Simpsons, as the voice of Sideshow Bob, and reprising Frasier Crane in the 2023 Frasier revival. In 2025, at 70 years old, Grammar remains active in the entertainment industry and has also been involved in theater and political advocacy.
That wasn't working anymore, and I knew I had to do something, anything. So I ended the marriage once and for all, packed up my things, and moved back here to my hometown of
just to be her brother, to be her big brother, in a way that it was clearly just symbolic and, a postscript to all that had actually happened. But in that...
David Hyde. Pierce portrayed Dr. Niles Crane in Frasier, 1993 to 2004, when he was 34 years old. Niles is Frasier's younger brother, a fellow psychiatrist with an obsessive personality, an elegant demeanor, and a long-standing, awkwardly adorable affection for Daphne. Pierce's performance earned him multiple Emmy Awards for his sharp comedic timing and heartfelt vulnerability. After Frasier, Pierce worked extensively on Broadway, Curtin's Hello, Dolly, and in television and film. In 2025, at 66 years old, he remains active in both screen and stage work, while also engaging in advocacy, particularly for Alzheimer's care and medical research.
But I'm going to change my strategy. Do you recall the other day at the health club, Tony Hubner gave me that phone number?
Dear God, Niles, not a dating service.
No, it's not a dating service.
Almost no expression.
Every moment of that, virtually, was written by the writers in the room who were saying, all right, what's this? I remember David...
Jane Leaves portrayed Daphne Moon in Frasier, 1993 to 2004, when she was 32 years old. Daphne is a quirky, kind-hearted physical therapist from Manchester, England, known for her eccentric stories and psychic premonitions. Her evolving romance with Niles Crane became one of the show's central emotional arcs. After Frasier, Leaves starred in the hit series Hot in Cleveland and appeared in various television and stage productions. In 2025, at 64 years old, she continues to act and occasionally guest stars on television, maintaining a respected career in comedy.
Well, that's just not true. I'm glad you're alive. All right, tiny corn it is. I've got to run now. Cheery bye.
Food, and then we went home to England just recently, and I had a craving for, and I know people are going to go, yuck, jellied eel.
Tom McGawan portrayed Kenny Daly in Frasier, 1998 to 2004, when he was 39 years old. Kenny is the affable and often stressed station manager at KACL, trying to keep the peace among the eccentric radio personalities while maintaining his own sanity. Known for his friendly nature and frequent resignations, followed by quick rehirings, Kenny brings a grounded, relatable presence to the chaotic workplace. After Frasier, McGawan appeared in shows such as Everybody Loves Raymond, The Good Wife, and had an extensive stage career, including a long run as the Wizard in Wicked on Broadway. In 2025, at 65 years old, he continues to perform on stage and screen, celebrated for his versatility and comedic talent.
Would I be here? Who's that?
I'm sorry I hired her because I thought, didn't you quit?
Kenny, what's wrong with you? Never mind.
On a sunny Saturday morning, Dandelion woke up, stretched and yawned, and jumped out of bed.
Patrick Kerr portrayed Noel Shemsky in Frasier, 1994 to 2004, when he was 38 years old. Noel is the eccentric and socially awkward KACL employee obsessed with Star Trek and hopelessly infatuated with Roz Doyle. His quirky behavior and sci-fi references provided comic relief throughout the series. After Frasier, Kerr continued acting in both television, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Friends, and on stage, particularly in Shakespearean productions. In 2025, at 69 years old, he is still performing, balancing TV guest roles with respected work in regional theater.
Wait, what?
Hi, Rob! You should see the look on your faces.
In TV land, and I was sort of, when sitcoms were all like Frasier was, it was like a multi-camera kind of format.
Edward Hibbert portrayed Gil Chesterton in Frasier, 1994 to 2004, when he was 39 years old. Gil is the flamboyant, eloquent, and rather pompous restaurant critic at KACL, known for his refined palate and dramatic flair. His ambiguous personal life and haughty demeanor made him a humorous foil to Frasier. After Frasier, Hibbert continued working in theater and television, lending his voice to characters like Zazu in the Lion King Broadway production, and appearing in shows such as Gilmore Girls and Blue Bloods. In 2025, at 69 years old, he remains active in the arts, particularly in stage performances and voice work.
Dreams tea. 1 cup, you'll have happy dreams the whole night through. Yes, perfect, 1 thing.
Well, my ouch could be a bit more convincing.
Rehearsal. And then we fast forward, and I went to RADA, which I still say, and I am a great believer.
Perry Gilpin portrayed Roz Doyle in Frasier, 1993 to 2004, when she was 32 years old. Roz is the sharp-tongued and confident producer of Frasier's radio show, known for her wit, romantic escapades, and fierce loyalty to her friends. Despite their contrasting personalities, Roz and Frasier develop a deep and enduring friendship throughout the series. After Frasier, Gilpin appeared in a number of TV shows and films, including Make It or Break It and Scorpion, and has done extensive voice work in animation. In 2025, at 63 years old, she continues to act and remains involved in theater and television projects.
Frasier, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have Dr. Niles Crane on line 2.
I'm sure you all remember my brother Niles from our last...
You know, it's something that they can enjoy and get, you know, take part in by responding, especially with comedy. You know, when you do comedy in single camera, no one...
Dan Butler portrayed Bob Bulldog Briscoe in Frasier, 1993 to 2004, when he was 39 years old. Bulldog is the macho, loud, and often outrageous host of a sports radio show at KACL, known for his aggressive energy and inappropriate antics. Despite his over-the-top persona, the character adds chaotic humor to the show. After Frasier, Butler continued working in television, film, and theater, including appearances in Prayers for Bobby and numerous stage productions. In 2025, at 70 years old, he remains active in the performing arts and is also known for his work as a playwright and director.
Hey! Excuse me, is this Roz Doyle's apartment? Yeah. You were a date? Yeah. Listen up. You go out with Roz tonight, I will rip off your arm.
With my wife of many years, and we're realizing we've got a bit out of touch while we're waiting for our dinner. So that's the most important thing.
John Mahoney portrayed Martin Crane in Frasier, 1993 to 2004, when he was 53 years old. Martin is Frasier, and Niles is down-to-earth, retired police officer father, whose practical, gruff nature contrasts hilariously with his son's intellectualism. A war veteran and lover of ball games and beer, Martin grounds the Crane family with warmth and dry humor. After Frasier, Mahoney acted in various television shows and stage productions, including work with the Steppenwolf Theater Company. Sadly, John Mahoney passed away on February 4th, 2018, at the age of 77, due to complications from throat cancer. He is remembered as a beloved character actor with a long and respected career.
Everything okay?
My mum is a mean, spiteful woman.
Maybe we should talk this out before you put your hands on me.
Manner and in an everyday situation, and it almost makes it seem like that's the way people talk all the time, and you forget about that.
Millicent Martin portrayed Gertrude Moon in Frasier, 2000 to 2004, when she was 66 years old. Gertrude is Daphne's overbearing and opinionated mother from Manchester, known for her sharp tongue, constant complaining, and tumultuous marriage. Her arrival in Seattle creates chaos in the Crane household, adding a layer of domestic comedy. Before Frasier, Martin had a successful career in British television and stage, including her own sketch comedy show, That Was the Week That Was. After Frasier, she continued acting in various TV series such as Grace and Frankie and Modern Family. In 2025, at 90 years old, she is retired from regular acting, but remains a respected figure in both British and American entertainment.
Until you realise he was the love of your life and he's gone for good. Then not a night will pass when you don't beg the good Lord to take you in your sleep.
Right. Well, I did The Boyfriend many, many years ago with Julie Andrews. We were in the musical together, and I always wanted to come back. And then I met my husband.
Bebe Neuwirth portrayed Dr. Lilith Sternin in Frasier, 1994 to 2003, when she was 36 years old. Lilith is Frasier's ex-wife, a brilliant, emotionally restrained psychiatrist whose biting sarcasm and cold demeanor made her a standout character in both Cheers and Frasier. Her appearances on Frasier often highlighted the contrast between her and the more emotional Frasier, while also revealing moments of vulnerability and mutual respect. After Frasier, Newworth continued a successful career in television, Madam's Secretary Blue Bloods, film, and especially Broadway, where she earned 2 Tony Awards. In 2025, at 66 years old, she continues to perform, balancing stage and screen roles with philanthropic work in the arts.
Well, why does he listen to you and not to me?
By the tone of my voice, he senses I mean business.
Oh, I see. You're saying
Frasier, and it's just it's a nice thing. It's a gift.
Our shorthand has gotten shorter and shorter and shorter, so now it's a look.
Yeah.
So.
Saul Ruben portrayed Donnie Douglas in Frasier, 1999 to 2000, when he was 51 years old. Donnie is a charming and successful attorney who becomes romantically involved with Daphne, even getting engaged to her before being left at the altar when she realizes her true feelings for Niles. His character adds romantic tension and emotional stakes to the series. After Frasier, Ruben continued to appear in numerous television shows and films, including major roles in Warehouse 13, Hunters, and The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. In 2025, at 76 years old, he remains active as an actor, director, and playwright, with a strong presence in both TV and independent cinema.
May, I discovered that she and our therapist were...
Oh, my God.
That's right.
This is the best corned beef I have ever tasted. You've got to have a bite of this. Here.
Facting. You know what that is now? It's called exposition stuff. Facting, I call it, instead of acting. I did a lot of acting, but it was facting. A lot of exposition was my character. And one day, the showrunner...
Jane Addams portrayed Dr. Mel Karnofsky in Frasier, 1999 to 2000, when she was 34 years old. Mel is a meticulous and controlling plastic surgeon who dates and briefly marries Niles Crane after his separation from Maris. Their relationship unravels quickly, particularly after Niles realizes he still loves Daphne. Addams brought a sharp, composed energy to the role. After Frasier, she built a strong career in both film and independent television, including standout roles in Hung, Hacks, and Twin Peaks: The Return. In 2025, at 60 years old, she continues to act in high-profile indie projects and has earned praise for her nuanced performances.
Why would she do that to me?
Hey, does anybody want to... When things first started transitioning into you don't own your own music, I find that weird. I'm always a little bit low.
Felicity Huffman portrayed Julia Wilcox in Frasier, 2003 to 2004, when she was 41 years old. Julia is a sharp-tongued and ambitious financial analyst who becomes romantically involved with Frasier in the show's final season. Her strong personality clashes with the Crane family's sensibilities, making her one of Frasier's more controversial love interests. After Frasier, Huffman gained widespread acclaim for her role as Lynette Scavo in Desperate Housewives and received an Academy Award nomination for Transamerica. In 2019, she was involved in the college admissions bribery scandal and served a brief prison sentence. As of 2025, at 62 years old, she has returned to acting, working on smaller projects, and rebuilding her career with a focus on redemption and character-driven roles.
I don't believe that you were treated fairly.
Oh, thanks. That makes everything all better.
10 seconds.
Oh, right.
Oh, thanks. About the great scripts, or at least the scripts that one is right for. And I heard from my friend Jennifer Grey, who came.
Wendy Malik portrayed Roni Lawrence in Frasier, 2003 to 2004, when she was 53 years old. Roni is a lively and witty lounge singer who reconnects with Martin Crane late in the series. Her warm and sassy personality complements Martin's gruff charm, and the two eventually get married. Malik, already well known for her role in Just Shoot Me, brought humor and heart to the final season. After Frasier, she remained a familiar face on television with major roles in Hot in Cleveland, BoJack Horseman as a voice actress, and Young Sheldon. In 2025, at 74 years old, she remains active in voice work and television, known for her elegance, comedic timing, and distinctive voice.
His whole life.
Ambulance should be here any minute, so I think I'm gonna go.
All right. Thank you again.
You sure you don't want me to check your monkey?
Yeah.
I'm gonna own whatever's going on here and saying, yeah, I am. This is where I am in my life, and I'm not gonna pretend to be anything else, but I'm gonna own.
Marcia Mason portrayed Sherry Dempsey in Frasier, 1997 to 1998, when she was 55 years old. Sherry is a lively, fun-loving woman who dates Martin Crane during the show's earlier seasons. Her bold personality and unfiltered humor often clash with Frasier and Niles's more refined sensibilities. Yet her genuine affection for Martin is clear. Prior to Frasier, Mason was already a celebrated actress with 4 Academy Award nominations for films like The Goodbye Girl and Cinderella Liberty. After her role on Frasier, she continued acting in both film and television and also directed for the stage. In 2025, at 83 years old, she is mostly retired, but occasionally appears in guest roles and continues to support theater arts through mentoring and advocacy.
Oh, Frasier, thanks. Look at this rink size.
What's that on your cheek?
Oh, what?
My lips!
In New Mexico, so it was a very different environment. But I brought a lot of the wonderful pieces with me as I traveled from St.
Trevor Einhorn portrayed Frederick Crane in Frasier, 1996 to 2003, when he was 8 years old. Frederick is Frasier's son, a smart and sometimes precocious boy, raised mostly by his mother, Lilith, in Boston. His occasional visits to Seattle often highlighted the comedic cultural differences between his parents. After Frasier, Trevor Einhorn continued acting into adulthood with roles in Mad Men, The Magicians, and various films. In 2025, at 36 years old, he remains active in television and independent cinema, transitioning successfully from child actor to mature performer.
As good as I was, my spelling couldn't compare with Niles's. He was right up there with the likes of Will.
Part was getting to learn how to dance and then learn how to dance badly. That was sort of Neil's element in there that I can follow.
Jean Smart portrayed Lana Gardner in Frasier, 2000 to 2001, when she was 49 years old. Lana is Frasier's tough, no-nonsense high school crush turned real estate agent, whose brash style and chaotic energy contrast with Frasier's refined demeanor. Their brief romantic rekindling provides humor and tension. Already a seasoned actress before Frasier, Smart went on to earn critical acclaim for performances in Watchmen, Hacks, and Mayor of Easttown, winning multiple Emmy Awards. In 2025, at 73 years old, she continues to be a powerhouse in both drama and comedy, widely celebrated as one of television's finest actresses.
And Lindley. Was that anywhere close?
Oh, very good. Although it's Gardner now, but I'm going back to Lenley. I was just recently divorced.
Oh, God.
Who is your favorite character from Frasier? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.